I am Dr. W. Gunale from Kamala Nehru Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Today we are going to discuss the part number 5 of the chemistry of introduction of polymer chemistry, and in this part we are going to discuss the different important polymers. For example, phenol formaldehyde resin, in that bakelite, and also melamine formaldehyde resin, and also we are going to discuss the Buna S rubber, that is neoprene, and some important polymers. And here also we are discussing the polyester polymer. Example is the terylene and Dacron is the example of this polymer. And now all these important polymers, their preparation, their applications, we are discussing in today's presentation. So the topic is the introduction to polymer chemistry, and this is the chapter number 15, part number 5. And in this part we are discussing the topics are polyester, phenol formaldehyde, and related polymers. Bakelite is the example, melamine formaldehyde polymers, Buna S rubber, neoprene and viscous rayon are the examples. And as we know what is polyester, and name is there, poly means many, ester groups are there. So the monomers joined by the ester group, which is known as polyester. So in this case here, so first part is the what is polyester and how the polyester is prepared. And so we say that polyester is the polymer, and these are the polymer having ester linkage, that is ester linkage is COOCO. Some examples are terylene are the well-known example. Another example is also there, glyptal, that is alkyd resin are the examples. So here this terylene is taken an example. It is a polymer obtained by the condensation reaction between ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. So this polyester polymer, we can say that it is the important, commercially most important polymer, and it is obtained by condensation polymerization and at high temperature, and the reaction is also shown here how it is. So here in this polymer two monomers are there. Two monomers are, one is ethylene glycol and second is terephthalic acid, and the reaction is taking place in the presence of catalyst at high temperature. So this is ethylene glycol, CH2 ethylene, OH, two OH groups are there. So this is the ethylene glycol, and this is terephthalic acid. This is the COH group, this is another COH group, this is diabacic acid. So terephthalic acid having benzene ring. So these two monomer undergo polymerization in the presence of catalyst and at high temperature, 420 to 460 Kelvin temperature, and it undergo polymerization. So there is a loss of this is the polymerization, which is known as condensation polymerization, and there is a loss of water molecules. So here from this H is removed and O, CH2 O, CO. So here water is replaced. This is the 2H and O. So this H2 molecule, there is a loss of water molecule, and this CH2O and this CO benzene and this. So in this way this bracket shows the repeating unit in the polymer chain, and this product obtained is nothing but the terylene, also known as the Dacron. So this is the polymerization reaction, and in this polymerization two monomers are there, and one is terephthalic acid, second ethylene, in presence of catalyst and at high temperature polymerization takes place, and we get terylene or Dacron is a polymer. So this polymer have important applications, and this polymer also have some important characteristics. So the characteristics of this polymer are shown here, and in this polymer that is the terylene is resistant to the action of chemical and biological substances and also to abrasion. It has a low moisture absorbing power. It is widely used in making wash and wear fabrics. The polyester textile fibers made from polymer are marked under the trade name terylene, also known as Dacron. So this is the trade name, and it is used as a blend with cotton. कॉटन के साथ मिक्स करने के बाद the compound is formed, which is known as terrycot, or sometimes it is also known as terry wool. So it is blended with the cotton and wool in the clothing, and it is also used in seat belt, and therefore the polymer is also used as a miller in the preparation of film, magnetic recording tape, and for packing frozen food, like that. Dacron, that is Teflon, tubes are good substituent for human blood vessels in heart bypass operations. So this is very important polymer, that is sterylene, and have number of applications in our medical field and also in our daily life. So this is the important material which is known as sterylene, and it is a polyester. So this is the ester group, COO, this is COO. So this is ester group, join the monomer and forming the polymer. So in this way polyesters, sterylene polymer can be synthesized. Second important polymer is the phenol formaldehyde polymer, and in case of phenol formaldehyde, bakelite is the well known example of this polymer, and in case of phenol formaldehyde, and also another melamine formaldehyde polymer is there. So in case of phenol formaldehyde resin, this is the resin because product obtained is resinous in nature, and here we can say that example of this phenol formaldehyde resin is the bakelite, and these are made by the reaction between phenol and formaldehyde in the acid or basic medium. The reaction involves formation of methylene bridges in ortho, para, or ortho as well as para position, and the reaction is shown in the next slide, how the phenol formaldehyde polymer is obtained. So this reaction takes place in 3 stages. So this is the reaction. This is phenol. In stage 1, this phenol, and this is formaldehyde, ACHO. In place of acid or base forming ortho or para, ortho para, or 2,4,6 positions are there. So in first stage, but here ortho is the major product. So these two monomer undergo polymerization. So in first stage, 2 monomer undergo polymerization and forming ortho, beta, para, and here 2,4,6 substituted phenol compound is obtained, and so this is the first stage in which the 2 monomer undergo polymerization in the presence of acid or base catalyst. And in the stage number 2, this ortho substituted compound we have to take here, and then it undergo polymerization, and there is a loss of water molecule H2O, and here there is a bridge of methylene, and here so the benzene are joined by this methylene bridge, and a long chain is obtained. This compound obtained in the stage 2 is known as no-lock, and this no-lock is now undergo polymerization in stage 3. So this no-lock undergo polymerization and forming this type of long chain, and in which also there is a cross-link of this compound is taking place. So this cross-link compound is known as the bakelite. So bakelite is a cross-link polymer, and this compound have number of applications, and we can say that this bakelite is a cross-link thermosetting polymer or molding polymer. Soft bakelite with low degree of polymerization are used as a bonding glue for laminated wooden planks in the preparation of varnishes and lacquers. And while we can say that high degree of polymerization leads to the formation of hard bakelite, which is used for making combs, fountain pen barrel, gramophone records, electrical goods, formica table tops, and many other products. Sulfonated bakelite are used as ion exchanger, resin for softening of hard water, for the purification of wastewater or purification of water, and also for removal of toxic metal ion from the industrial effluent, or we can say that removal of heavy metal ion or toxic metal ion from the wastewater. So this phenol formaldehyde resin having number of applications. So this is an important polymer used for different purpose. So bakelite is an important phenol formaldehyde polymer, which is a cross-link thermosetting polymer. Next important is a melamine formaldehyde polymer, and this melamine formaldehyde polymer is a decorative tabletops like Formica and plastic dinnerware are made from heat and moisture resistant thermosetting plastic. So this is also thermosetting plastic, which is known as melamine formaldehyde resin. And the reaction is shown here that this is the melamine ring in which alternate nitrogen, carbon, nitrogen, carbon, nitrogen, carbon, alternate carbon and nitrogens are 6-member ring is here like a benzene, and here 2,3 amino. So this is also known as 135 triazine. Nitrogens are there, 135 triazine. So this is the triazine ring, 135 triazine ring, also known as melamine. And this melamine and formaldehyde 2 monomer undergo polymerization, forming this 2,4,6 substituted compound, and this which undergo polymerization forming, this is the skull bracket shown EM time. This group is repeated and forming a cross-linked melamine formaldehyde resin. So this is simple reaction of formation of melamine formaldehyde resin. So in this way, this on this side and also from this side and also from this. So three way it get expand and what is forming cross-linked melamine formaldehyde resin. This is also very important polymer, and we can say that melamine and formaldehyde co-polymerize and forming another polymer. And melamine polymer is quite hard and is used in making plastic crockery under the trade name Melamac. Cups, plate and other articles made from melamine polymer do not break on being dropped. अगर वो हाथ से छूट जाता है और जमीन पे गिर जाता है तो वो ब्रेक नहीं होता, because it is very hard. So this is a very good and hard material and generally used for making plastic crockery like that, and also number of plates, cups can be made. So this is the important melamine, also known as melamine. Chemical name of melamine is a 2,4,6 triamino 135 triazine ring. So name of the compound is 2,4,6 triamino 135 triazine ring, and formaldehyde undergo polymerization and forming this type of cross-linked melamine. So this is 2,4,6 triamino 135 triazine ring. So this is melamine and formaldehyde and forming this cross-linked resin, melamine formaldehyde resin. So this resin have important applications. So next this is melamine formaldehyde polymer, and this is also condensation polymer and undergo condensation because there is a loss of water molecule and forming this type of cross-linked melamine formaldehyde polymers. And next compound, important compound is the Buna ES rubber. In case of Buna ES rubber, so what is name is there? Buna ES. This Buna ES is better as compared to the natural rubber, and because mechanical properties are good as compared to very good as compared to the natural rubber. And in this case Bu is nothing but the butadiene. Na is this sodium because polymerization takes place in presence of sodium, and S stands for styrene. So Buna S in short also represented SBr, styrene butadiene rubber. So this Buna S rubber is a styrene butadiene rubber, and in this case the copolymers are two copolymers are there. One is a styrene and second is butadiene. So trade name of this is a SBr, styrene butadiene rubber. So this is styrene butadiene rubber, and the copolymers are generally two are there. One is a butadiene and it is 75 parts, and second is a styrene and it is in a 25 parts. So 3:1 ratio is 3:1, and subjected to the and it undergo the addition polymerization, and by the action of sodium it is vulcanized with sulfur. So Buna S is a superior as compared to the natural rubber. So Buna S having an important applications, and this Buna S is a, we can say that it is a copolymer of 1,3-butadiene and styrene. It is obtained by the polymerization of butadiene and styrene in the ratio 3:1 in presence of sodium. It is also known as styrene butadiene rubber, that is SBr. And in Buna S, Bu stand for butadiene, Na stand for sodium, which is a polymerizing agent, and S stand for styrene. So SBr has highly less tensile strength as compared to the natural rubber. It is used in the manufacture of automobile tires, rubber soles, belt like that, and shoe soles. And a reaction is shown here of Buna S. Here is 1,3-butadiene, styrene, and these two other two monomers. This is in 75 part, this is in 25 part, and we these two undergo polymerization. See now here CH2, CS, CS, CS2, and here then in this way long chain is formed, and here CCH5 benzene, phenylene. So in this way SBr rubber is obtained. So this is styrene butyl rubber, and formation of this Buna-S. This is the simple reaction. 3:1 ratio. We have to take 3 of 2 monomers, and we obtain Buna-S rubber. So important application is it is used in a tire industry. This is for making tire, also shoe sole. तो ये शू सोल और टायर बनाने के लिए इस बुना इस रबर का बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. एंड हियर इम्पोर्टेंट कंपाउंड इज अ नियोप्रीन. So in case of neoprene, it is also rubber. So neoprene is a synthetic rubber, and it is a condensation polymer, and it polymer of chloroprene. And chloroprene, name of the chloroprene, 2-chloro-1,3-butadiene. It is a 1,3-butadiene, but 2 position पे क्या है chloro. So it is known as chloroprene, or known as what is the 2-chloro-1,3-butadiene. This monomer undergo polymerization, that is chloroprene undergo polymerization rapidly in the presence of oxygen, and vulcanization of neoprene take place in presence of magnesium oxide. So both the reactions are shown in the next slide. So neoprene is a resistant to the petroleum, vegetable oil, light as well as heat. Neoprene is used for making pipes for transport of gasoline, and also making gasket, and it is used for manufacturing the insulated cable, jackets, belt for power transmission and conveying. So there are number of applications. So जैसा ये अपना कॉर्ड है, इसके लिए भी इसका काम होता है नियोप्रीन का, जैसा ये केबल टाइप होता है, और ये पाइप्स बनाने के लिए. तो नंबर ऑफ एप्लीकेशंस आर देयर ऑफ नियोप्रीन, एंड रिएक्शंस इज शोन हियर. दिस इज द फार्मूला ऑफ क्लोरोप्रीन. So ये देखो 1,3-butadiene, 1 2 3 4 carbons are there, butadiene, 2 double bonds are there. So 1,3-butadiene, and 2 position पे क्या है Cl. So chloroprene undergo polymerization forming neoprene. So this is known as polymer of this chloroprene is known as neoprene. So this is polymerization, and in presence of magnesium oxide, this chloroprene neoprene, and with magnesium oxide forming. So here undergo this type of chain is formed, and after this vulcanization we get this type of vulcanization of neoprene. And so this is an important compound, neoprene. Here after this last example is the viscose rayon, and viscose rayon is a semi-synthetic fiber, also known as regenerated cellulose, and cellulose in the form of wood pulp transformed into viscose rayon. So cellulose in the form of wood pulp is converted into the viscose rayon. So viscose rayon is a regenerated cellulose. So cellulose, when it is a linear glucose unit, have the formula multiplied by C6H10O5N, and modified, and the molecular formula of this modified cellulose is a cell OH. In this way is used in the reaction, and viscose rayon is formation. And cellulose in the form of wood pulp is stated with the what is the when the cellulose in the form of wood pulp is reacted with the concentrated NaOH solution, and forming alkali cellulose, which is then converted into xanthate, and then again it is reacted with the CS2 carbon disulfide, and on mixing with dilute NaOH it gives the viscose rayon. So reactions are shown here of preparation of viscose rayon, that is known as regenerated cellulose filament. So this is a cellulose pulp wood react with the NaOH forming this type of ionic compound, alkali cellulose, which on reaction with the carbon disulfide forming this type of sulfide here CH2 react, and forming this cellulose xanthate, and this cellulose xanthate react with the water forming this type of compound. So here sodium NaOH is replaced, Na and OH, and H comes here, and this compound undergo reaction with water and forming this type of viscose rayon regenerated. इस टाइप से विस्कस एयर रीजन होता है। तो पहली स्टेप में इसमें अल्कली सेलुलोज फॉर्म हो जाता है, इनर्ज के साथ डाइल्यूट अल्कली के साथ रिएक्ट होके ये जो पल्प सेलुलर पल्प वुड है ये डाइल्यूट अल्कली के साथ रिएक्ट होके ये कंपाउंड मिलता है अल्कली सेलुलोज, एंड दिस अल्कली सेलुलोज रिएक्ट विद द कार्बन डाइसल्फाइड और फिर इसके बाद मिलता है सेलुलोज xanthate। दिस कंपाउंड रिएक्ट विद दिस एंड व्हाट इज नाउ सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड गेट रिलीज and this compound undergo polymerization and what is we get viscous rayon, that is regenerated cellulose filament. So in this way these are the different compounds, and here today we stop here, and today we have seen different compound. First is the polyester, and example of polyester is what is the terylene or Dacron, and this compound have a number of applications. And also after that we have seen phenol formaldehyde and melamine formaldehyde resin, and both these resins have important applications. And after that we have seen Bunai's rubber, an example of Bunai's rubber we have seen the polymer neoprene and their applications. And lastly we have discussed what is the rayon, that is the viscous rayon, and viscous rayon is obtained from the cellulose, paper, and wood, and what is here this is converted into cellulose is converted into the viscous rayon, and viscous rayon is nothing but the regenerated compound. And so this is an important compound, that is all these are industrially important polymers that we have discussed in today's presentation. So in the next part we will discuss remaining part, or that is the, we can say that molecular formula, and also what is the degree of polymerization, molecular mass of the polymer, biodegradability of the polymers, and like that. So in this way remaining part we will discuss in the next part.